There. My name's Allison Armstrong, and I wanted to create a quick video to help you navigate starting up in this class, Engineering Graphics. Sometimes getting SolidWorks access can be confusing, and I wanted to walk you through that. So the first thing you need to know is when you get to the classroom, it'll look like this for at least the first few days. Eventually, I will change this page to the course schedule, the quarter schedule. Once you come into Canvas, you're supposed to click on Module 0. That's going to take you through some key pieces of information that if you don't use now, you might use later. Things like our course syllabus, what is our contract for the course, what are the policies for the class, what is the textbook that you need to order, and so on. It also describes how to get access to the program, the computer program that we use for this class. It's a parametric modeling program called SolidWorks, and every student needs to use it. The majority of the course outcomes are with regards to your modeling capabilities in SolidWorks. So that is what we spend most of our time in this class doing and learning. So obviously you need to have access to that program. There are several options of how to get access, and we will get to that very soon. First, you'll come in and take a look and see that there is a Module 0, Getting Started module, and there's a few pages. There are items that are listed as needing to be viewed. These items will have to be viewed before you can access the first content module with the first assignment due for the class in SolidWorks. So you will click through these items. We have the page you just saw. Okay, then if you click next, and I describe that here, you can kind of turn it like pages in the book to the next item in the module. You'll see a syllabus page. You can click to get the full text of the syllabus by clicking on these documents, either a Word document or a PDF. It also gives you the information on how to contact me and when my office hours are and by what modality. Okay, so that is from this syllabus page, right? Then we keep moving forward and we'll see a longer page that shows you our schedule for the quarter. Here I give you a free Google preview link for the first 7 chapters of the quarter. That sounds like a lot and it should get you through a lot, but we do skip around a bit and it will actually only get you through the first week. So, but this is a free Google preview that will help you to get that first tutorial done. And it is important that you get your textbook ordered. An e-text is fine, but you need to get that done. Where do you find that information? In the syllabus documents. Okay. Next, we'll take a look at a page that can help you if you're not seeing some of this. If you're trying to click things and you're getting some sort of error messages or not loading, connection not secure type of messages, and what that means and what you need to do for it depending on the browser that you're using. If you encounter issues, just know that page is there and you can go back and refer to it. And then we come up to a number of items. And I'm going to go back to the module overview page just so you can see we're up to Browser Blues. Then we have SolidWorks Program Access. And there's a couple of pages here, actually 4. The first 3 are what you really need to be able to get going in SolidWorks. And so I'll click on that first one. We could have also just clicked the next from Browser Blues. But in a nutshell, you will either download SolidWorks onto your computer, or in some cases, that is not the best option for you, or it may not even be a feasible option, in which case you will get access to SolidWorks by using a campus computer. You can use one in person while you're on campus. We'll get to that later. Or you can use it from home. All you need is a stable internet connection. You also have to have an account set up with the college to be able to use one of the campus computers that have SolidWorks installed. So this helps you to be able to determine which access will work best for you, okay? And if you determine that you don't want to download it on your PC, then the alternatives for downloading the program are either to use it via remote access, or if you do want to order a new computer, maybe you have the funds to do that or the funding to do that, you might want to know what kind of computer to get. That's item 2 here. Either way, they actually both go to the same page. You can click either of these options, or you can click the next button. That is for most of the students. However, some of the students might want to download to their PC, and they have determined they have a system capable of running SolidWorks. And some of that information is shown up above here. Specifics would be listed here. You would be looking for something along the same lines as a computer that you would be purchasing, right? You can see what kind of specifications. In which case, you click this link, you select the 2025 version, and you enter this access code. That is only for students downloading to their PC, okay? If you are not one of those students, the rest of this video is for you. If you are going to download to your PC, you can probably stop this video now and proceed with the instructions on this page if you haven't already done so. Okay, so for those of you that want remote access, you are going to come to this page. It is in the module 0 page, or module 0. It's the second one here, remote access. It's also by clicking next from this one, okay? You will request remote access via this. One thing that you should do is copy this sentence right now and then go to request, okay? It may have you log in. I've already logged in today. It would be the same credentials you would enter to log into Canvas. Then we are going to request service. Then you are going to say new. You are going to start typing engineering, and you'll pick science, technology, engineering, and math, or STEM. The title and the description can be the same thing. You cannot just say you want remote access to a campus computer. They need to know that the computer needs to have SolidWorks on it, and they generally need to know that you're taking my class. So that's why I have you copy and paste this sentence. Okay, we put that in both places, and that is it. We click submit. I'm not going to actually do that, but it goes to the next page, and it tells you that your request has been submitted. It should also email you, and that would be to your school email, right? It will email you and let you know that it's been submitted. What will happen later is you'll get an email from support telling you that your ticket has been updated. You will also get an email, I believe it's from Splashtop itself, which is going to be a link for you to click and download the app. Let me show you what that then looks like. So you'll have this app on your computer, right? And you will click on it, double click on it. It will open up. You'll have to log in using your school email again and your school password, unless you decide to use a different one during that setup that you will do once you get an email from Splashtop or the college support team. Then you can click on any of these computers. I just have a couple of them that I've marked as ones I've worked on before, but it doesn't matter. As long as you're logging into the computer, you can use any of them. And your work will be carried along with it, along with your profile, right? I recommend that you saved to OneDrive or Office 365 or Google Drive. Just makes it a little bit easier so that when you're done with this process, let's say you, for some reason, don't want to submit your assignment to Canvas through here, you want to do it later on your own computer at home, you will need to have access to that file, right? So that's why saving on Office 365 or Google Drive or something would be wise. Oh, I missed my window for logging in, didn't I? Okay, so this is a campus computer. I'm actually using a campus computer right now. And I will log in using my Canvas credentials. These are the same things you use to sign into Canvas and to sign in to the support system you just submitted your request to. And voila, I will be using a campus computer. This is the icon that you're looking for. This is SolidWorks. It should say 2025, but 2024 is fine as well. I know that the tech support team is still updating our version of SolidWorks on some of the machines. We have this program on classroom computers, the engineering computer lab, and then we also have some in a dedicated space for people like you using Splashtop. So you'll click on SolidWorks and open it up and start using it on this machine. I always say, just as a precaution, best to sign out when you are done using the machine. And that is how you will proceed with using Splashtop and SolidWorks via Splashtop this quarter. So let's see, let's go back to this. That takes you through here. The next page is actually going to give you hours for when you could use a campus computer. So we have our classroom 6116. If I'm holding a different class, you can come in and use the classroom still. But we also have the engineering and CS computer lab on the second floor of Cedar. It's right across from my office, and it's open during the during the building's open hours. So that would be an option for you if you want to use an on-campus computer to do your work or just as a supplement. Okay, I hope that this was useful to you. If you still have questions, by all means, reach out. I also will have on below this video on this page in Canvas some contact information for Maribel. She is wonderful, and she is a navigator for our students to help connect students with resources and also to help them to find solutions or to help you through sticky things like getting access to SolidWorks. All right, have a great day.